My name is Maria Five. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back to my channel if you're not so new. And I'm home now, but I have been all over, well, not all over Saskatchewan, but from one end to the other. And I've got some footage here of Maple Creek, which is in the southwest corner of Saskatchewan. And I'll just go there. And within that is the tea. So this is the Willow Bend Motel in Maple Creek, the place we stayed. Quite a nice hotel. Yeah, quite lovely. And then this is the main street. As you drive in, you are here. And just a bit of a panorama. And we get to Maple Street. And this is the Daily Grind, where I end up. It's a coffee shop, but of course I have tea. And this is a look on the inside, where there's all kinds of tea. There's baked goods, there's lunches, sandwiches, soups, and even some things to take home, and even some locally made products. Thanks for the memories. I just loved that. So here is my tea here. This is called Vienna eggnog, and let me say it just smells really good. I love these little filters that they had, and as you know, all good teas steep for approximately 5 to 6 minutes, so I'm letting it steep. Here we are. This is 6 minutes later. I've poured in some milk, which I typically do with all black teas, and then give it a stir. And yes, it just smells so good, I can't even say. And here's me having had some of the tea, and yeah, good stuff. And from here we have the make, and it is this shirt that I'm wearing. It's a kimono style shirt, just like the yellow one, and then the stripy one with all the different colors. The only, I think I'll show you this way actually. There we go. Some kind of decorative bottom skirting on it just as a point of interest. And it was really fun to do, but it was a little bit fiddly, a little bit time consuming. It's tiny little strips. You make big long strips 1 inch and then fold them in as though you were making binding, and then sew them, chop them up, and then space them. And then sew them down. So yeah, it was definitely a bit challenging. I used some masking tape to hold it in place, and then ripped all the tape away. And yes, I'm really, really happy with it. So that is the make. And then for the book today, I have One Puzzling Afternoon by Emily Critchley, 2023. And I really hope I'm going to do this justice without giving too much away. So we meet Edie Green. She is 82 years old. The year is 2018. And she is, getting on. So she's on her way into the post office when she sees Lucy. And Lucy looks exactly as she did in 1951. And that sort of triggers something in her going, she shouldn't look like that. Like, what is going on here? And so we delve into her story. So Lucy Thettle was her girlhood friend in school, and she was the daughter of the mayor in the town of Ludthorpe, which is a made-up town, but it's very much like small towns in England. And it's really, really good. So Lucy goes through a lot. She's a bit of a rebel. She doesn't like playing it too safe, and sometimes she tends to drag Edie into it. And all we know at the beginning of the story is that Lucy has disappeared. She's been gone. Nobody ever knew what happened. They found her bike and a suitcase with clothing and a 10-pound note and 2 tickets to London that were never punched. They were never used. And that's kind of it. So Edie is 82, and she is very much struggling with dementia, and it becomes very obvious that this is something where she describes it as the fog that just comes down and then it lifts and then she's okay. And sometimes she feels if she just sits for a minute, the fog will lift, and it does. But yeah, she's really left. She's really struggling. She's really, and so seeing Lucy triggers all this, and then there's something in her brain, and so she knows that the fog is descending. She knows that there's something not quite there, and she's losing it. She's losing her faculties. And there's this memory that she really, really feels like she has to uncover. And so she struggles really hard. She enlists the help of her granddaughter, Amy, and they try to uncover clues. They interview people. And I don't want to give too much away here, but her and Lucy's time together is, wow. We get to know her stepfather, and not such a nice man, really. And we get to know Lucy and what a problem she turns out to be. She has an affair with one of the teachers at their all-girls school, and that leads to all kinds of things. I don't want to give out too much here, though, so I'm kind of, hopefully I've intrigued you, and I'm gonna stop there because there's a lot, but it's so good, and you really feel like you understand dementia. You understand what it might be like to actually be Edie, to actually be the person that this is happening to, and how helpless you are. And she gets very angry when people are I do too. I get very angry when people are condescending toward me. I don't need that. So she does when people offer help and she doesn't want help. She gets very angry, and to the point where she's throwing things, and then she makes up a story because she can't remember what happened. It's really enlightening. And in that way, it actually reminded me a little bit of Still Alice by Lisa Genova. Another brilliant one where Alice deals with Alzheimer's. And again, you have this very good idea of what it might be like to actually be the person involved in that. Wow. Anyway, One Puzzling Afternoon, a really good read. I highly recommend it. It is definitely a mystery, a murder mystery, because we want to know what happens to Lucy, or what happened to Lucy and Edie, the today and then the 60 years ago, and what happened then, and trying to put that memory together. So I will leave you there, but hopefully you enjoy, and give us a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you are so inclined, and we will talk to you next Saturday. Bye-bye.